Everybody's got to always remember, I got to record it. But great having everybody online today. This is the new currency call, 1 p.m. Eastern. I am live out of Atlanta, Georgia. The purpose of this call is pretty straightforward. It is to educate people or introduce people to the idea of cryptocurrency and why it's becoming the currency of choice of the rich and famous and the smart investors. You know, people that are saying, you know what, we're a little bit concerned about the dollar. I know they're saying the same thing over in the UK about the sterling, and we know that the euro is a little bit suspect as well. Definitely pesos and real and lots of currencies around the world are really on the brink of potential bankruptcy or reissue. And so, you know, a lot of people are paying attention to alternative forms of currency or alternative ways of being able to transact business. And fortunately for us, we have a company called Bitcoin that has, not a company, it's really more of a concept that's online because there is no central company, there is no central operation of Bitcoin. It's a completely distributed financial currency across millions of computers all over the world. And it is it's an unhackable financial network that allows people to transact business with each other peer-to-peer, meaning person-to-person, without the intermediaries, without banks. And I've been hitting some hot buttons with people because I've been getting a lot of bank stories from y'all and what's going on and how banks, Barry had a situation where his bank wouldn't let him send a wire for 30 days. I had a situation where my bank tried to charge me $6 to deposit cash in my wife's account. We've had people that have been denied wires. My partner in TV show on the Grant Cardone TV network, Grant was doing a TV show and he needed $1 million cash to set on his desk for a show that he was doing. And he went down to the bank and they would not let him withdraw his own money. You know, I guess they didn't have it on hand. I don't know what the deal was, but he was livid about it. And so when we look at, you know, the banking industry, Gallup did a recent poll and 74% of people dislike and distrust banks. It's a pretty scary scenario considering that's the highest that percentage has ever been. And we have an opportunity, folks, to be involved in what is called bankless banking. And that means there's really two parts. You can become involved in bankless banking where you can transact money, buy goods and services without using a bank or government-issued currency. And then the second concept we want to introduce you to is the idea of being an investment banker of cryptocurrency. And what I mean by that, it may sound complicated, but it's really not. What it means is you can get the currency on sale at a discount. And I don't know about you, but the idea of getting currency at a discount always perks my ears up. I love that idea. And so I don't think we're going to answer all your questions today. Hopefully you'll be like, you know what? Cool group of people. South Africa, Germany, Tanzania, lasagna, wherever we're calling from. We've got Colorado. We've got Seattle, UK, New Mexico. We've got people from all over the world on here that are sharing the message and are having, what's more important, they're having success in this business, whether they build a team or not. They're actually gaining value from their coins because the coin value is growing very rapidly, not only in Bitcoin, but in Ethercoin and also OneCoin, which is the fastest growing cryptocurrency in the world today. And I got to tell you what, they are coming out with some amazing, amazing marketing material to be able to share this. And I'd love to share a new 90-second video that they just came out with. Every single one of you should take a look in getting this. I see Joby Bowie just joined us. Welcome, Joby. Great to have you online. So let me jump over to the screen share real quick, and let me show you this really awesome video that they've come out with. And see if I got my volume right. And here we go. Oh, better turn that up. That may have been the end of the video. There we go. Hold on a second.
One coin, one world. The first.
I'll turn it up here. Hold on a second.
It's easy to mine. easy to trade, and easy to use. No complicated hardware or in-depth knowledge necessary to start. OneCoin, one world. The first cryptocurrency that is easy to mine, easy to trade, and easy to use. No complicated hardware or in-depth knowledge necessary to start. OneCoin provides quick, low-cost, borderless transactions, accessible financial services to everyone, wherever you are, whoever you are. OneCoin will empower billions of people by providing borderless, low-cost financial transactions and by connecting them to the financial world, plugging the unbanked back into the financial network. Independent of governments, we provide access to financial services made available for everyone, providing education, simplifying and demystifying cryptocurrency. With a strong leadership and a clear strategy, OneCoin developed a loyal and global customer base of more than 1.9 million people in 241 countries and 6 continents. OneCoin, one world. Join the financial revolution.
So that's pretty cool stuff. Nice, clean. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get back there and turn that off. Hold on a second.
OneCoin, one world.
And so, just to give you all a heads up, I use text marketing to market my business, and you don't need to text to that number. You can if you want to see what happens, but if you're local in the United States, if you text coin to 313131, you actually will get 5 follow-up messages that has information about cryptocurrency, Donald Tapscott's video. So it's an autoresponder that goes out, and I pay $25 a month for that service. It's a straightforward service. I'm making a training video on it, and so it's pretty simple. What I do is I simply take the videos the company puts out, and I annotate. I put my little information on top of the video, and then I upload it to YouTube, and I share those YouTubes with my friends. I do paid media on YouTube, and so I've got a training video coming out. That's not something I make money on, but I've got a training video on how to do it. It probably will take you no more than 30 minutes to figure out how to put the whole system together, and then I'll provide you with all my copy and all of my links and everything. But the real key is you'll have to upload the YouTube videos to your own YouTube channel. So I just want to let you know I've got a very cool system that's working. I'm spending about $20 a day on YouTube, and I'm getting about 18 inquiries a day on my text marketing. And these are people that are getting information automatically, and they're eager to receive my call. They're either mad at me because they got too many texts from me, or they love what they hear. So I want to let you know I'm going to make a training video for those that want to market this business and grow a business. You'll have about a 30-minute training video coming your way on how to set up a complete text marketing system. And I like it personally because I know when I send out a text, it has about a 90% open rate. So 90% of the people actually look at the text, and it's very, very, very effective. So I want to let you know that training video is coming. For those that are looking at digital currency as a home-based business, we do this 6 times a week where we get together on these Hangouts or these Zoomcasts, and we share stories. We're not here to give you a formal presentation on cryptocurrency and pull out a slide deck and bore your pants off. Our interest, we'll let you watch a recording after this if you actually want to go get some really in-depth information and fill in all of the details. But our goal today is to give you social proof that it's actually working, that people are making money, that it's not a scam, it's not a pyramid scam, it's not It's not something that it's becoming very normal, folks, for people to transact business with digital currency. And today, what I hope to do with somebody on the call is do a bankless transaction right in front of your eyes and prove to you beyond a shadow of a doubt that I can send money without using a bank and without paying fees. And that, to me, is fun. How many of y'all would like to see the banks have more competition? Raise your hand. How many of y'all think the banks need more competition? Well, I certainly do. These are people that believe that when you put your money in the bank, the money's theirs. And certainly, I'm starting to think, wow, I don't like this whole idea of 9/10 of the law, which is the law of possession. Whoever possesses my money has 1/10 control. And you might not think that's a big deal, but ask the people in Greece that woke up one day to a message on the ATM machine that says you're only allowed to take out $50 per week, or per day. That came as quite the shock to people and being able to survive. And so where we are today, folks, is we're educating people on digital currency. People ask me, Tom, what do you do for a living? Like if a friend were to ask me, Tom, what do you do for a living? I'd say pretty simple. I sell educational packages on digital. Wow. Sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. But I sell digital currency, educational packages on digital currency, and I make commissions doing that. And then also, I have the opportunity to mine digital currency, to be an investment banker of cryptocurrency, where I can simply get currency at a discount. That's something that's very appealing to me. Imagine getting currency. If I could show you how to get dollar bills for 20 cents, how many of y'all would be interested? Raise your hand. Okay. Absolutely. Well, I can show you how to get cryptocurrency 90% off. So let's say you get it for $1 and it hits your account and it's worth $8. How many of y'all are interested in that? Okay, yeah, me too. And OneCoin's got a very exciting mining opportunity that allows you to be an investment banker. And what that means is you're bringing currency into circulation. And for doing that, they reward you with discounted currency, because they want you to go spend it. They want you to go use it. They want you to share it with others. And that's what's great about this business. It's definitely a sharing business. The last thing that I do is I teach people how to live where they want to live how they want to live, and create wealth doing it. I don't know if you want to do business from the beach or a sailboat or the ski slopes or from the rainforest. Okay. I don't know where you want to do business from, but the way I do business, folks, I can do business from anywhere in the world the way I do it using these Zoomcasts. We get in front of 400, 500 people a week. I had 3 Zoomcasts on Tuesday, and I think I got in front of over 165 people in one day, sharing digital currency and what we're doing today, and the stories of people that are making money with digital currency. So we market education, we mine digital currency, and we're teaching people how to live their dreams, live where they want to live how they want to live, and create wealth doing it. So with that said, I would love to jump around and talk to a couple people that we have online. Linda, would you mind, can I call on you today? Linda Anderson, you there?
Hi, Tom.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited.
You're excited. I am too. After the split yesterday, did you take advantage of the split yesterday?
Oh yeah. 3 packages.
3 packages split. Very, very good. And Linda, did you go to school for digital currency? Do you have like a master's degree in it or something like that?
No. No. I did go to school, but not for that.
Not for that. Okay. So tell me about your experience with digital currency. I think everybody's intimidated when they first hear about cryptocurrency, and they have this vision that they've got to have computer servers. I mean, I can see your room right there. I don't see any computer servers strewn out and cables everywhere. So I guess that's not a reality. But tell people about your experience, how you got started in digital currency, and just overall how it's worked out for you.
Well, we had a friend who she has read a bunch of my husband's stuff about the coming downturns, things that are going to be happening, and she had got into the digital currency, and so she talked to us about it, and we said, yeah, that's something we want to do. We need to diversify. And so we got in with a first real small package, and as things progressed, we just kept growing. And I was real excited for our first split, and we got that this week, and I can't wait I can't wait for October 1st. And
I hear you. Do you have any idea by the end of the year? Do you have an idea of how many coins potentially you're going to accumulate?
I was just figuring that out earlier, and I think it's going to be somewhere around 20 to 30,000. Is that?
That's incredible. And so at a value of about $8 a piece, this will so far have been about a $250,000 experience for you. So congratulations on that. That's
as you can see, I don't have the big computers you're talking about. My husband and I live in our RV, and we travel. And so I wouldn't have room in my RV for all that. So this is very easy.
That's cool. Full-time RVer. I love it. We have Candace Rivero is also a full-time RVer, and I have dreams of being a full-time sailboater and, going around the world without wheels. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But great having you online. And where are you based out of now? Where are you sitting now?
Right now we're north of Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. So you drove through Texas at the hottest point of the year, huh?
Oh yeah, we've actually been in Texas for about 2 months now.
What's the coolest place you've ever been on your RV?
The coolest place, you mean weather-wise?
No. The neatest place. Sorry about that. Just what's the number one place that you enjoyed going with your RV?
Oh, our favorite place is the Kern River in California.
Kern River in California. Never been there. I'll have to put that on my map. It's beautiful. Can you fly fish there? Are there any fishing allowed there?
There is fishing there, and yes, there are areas of the river that are designated fly fishing and catch and release only.
Very good. Awesome. Love it. Great having you online. Congratulations on your success. And what would you tell somebody that's getting started for the very first time? What would you tell them to do? What would be the first actions you would tell them to do?
I tell them, I just sent out to a friend a few minutes ago to get on with Tom McMurrin.
Who's that guy? Who is that guy? No, it's great. Well, thank you. And definitely, folks, I've got the Amazon best-selling ebook, The Seventh Disruption. You can get a free copy since you're on today. And don't you give this link out to anybody who doesn't get on a Zoomcast. But 7thdisruption.info, and you can grab that ebook. And I am happy to say that I am working with a very notable person by the name of Jay Samet, who's going to be working with me to expand out that book. And we're going to add another 30 pages to it. And there's going to be a chapter in there about centralized cryptocurrencies and a company called OneCoin. So we'll be blowing out that book about 4 more chapters, and I think you'll like the information that we're going to put in there. And definitely we're designing that book to be something that will really offset the different arguments about what currency is the best currency out there, because personally I'm a big believer in all digital currencies, and I think people should build a portfolio of them because diversification and proper risk mitigation is something that everybody should consider when you're going into something. But great having you online. Thanks, Linda, for sharing your story.
Thanks, Tom.
Great. So let me jump over to Deo. Let me say hi to Deo real quick. Dale, I haven't talked to you yet. And by the way, folks, none of this is planned, so I don't have people like selected that I'm calling on. I just like randomly calling on people. And, you may be on here for the first time, but I've seen you on here before, Dale. What's going on?
Yeah, fine.
Good. So tell me a little bit about where you are and how's the cryptocurrency environment where you are.
In fact, I'm in East Africa.
South Africa, you said?
East Africa, Tanzania.
Tanzania. Awesome.
Yeah, Tanzania.
I'm going to have to visit Tanzania because I understand you've got some huge wildlife reserve there. And I've told them I will come there if I get to see elephants, tigers, and monkeys. I definitely got to, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Got to make
you're welcome. Also,
too.
Yeah, you're welcome. Also, there is Ngorongoro crater.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. What's going on in Africa as it relates to OneCoin and digital currency?
Well, in fact, the concept is new, but in here we are used to use mobile money, M-Pesa, Tigo Pesa, Airtel Money.
Yeah, for folks, if you haven't seen the story about M-Pesa, if somebody will post the link in chat, there's a great 60-minute special they did on M-Pesa and how it has just lifted up the economy of Africa and Kenya and given the ability of people to be able to transact business. It's a very, very exciting story. And for those that are looking more for a spiritual mission and understanding the basis of how digital currency, mobile-based digital currency can change people's lives, M-Pesa is quite the success story. And I believe that's owned by Safaricom, isn't it?
Yeah. But in Tanzania, it's called M-Pesa, but in there it's...
Gotcha. Good. And are people, so y'all are getting people to start mining digital currency for OneCoin? Are you having a good time with it? Is it something that people are catching on with?
Yeah, people are catching on it, but slowly.
Yeah. What type of package did you start with your digital currency?
Myself, I started with a trader.
You started with a trader? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I know the trader will produce probably around 150 something coins. I think 300 coins after the split, after the double. And have you had your first split and been able to take advantage of a split yet?
Yeah, I had one and I mined already.
Oh, and you're already in mining. How long did it take you to learn the mining process? Is it something complicated?
It isn't. I just watched your video explaining how to mine.
Very good. And takes about, what, 15 seconds?
Yeah, almost 15 seconds.
Very good. Very good. Well, we love the fact that you're plugging into our Zoomcast and sharing that international experience, and we love to see that you're building. And all I would tell you is invite some friends over to your place and have more people on, and let's see if we can't put Tanzania on the map for OneCoin and have you guys be the biggest leaders in Africa for us, okay?
Yeah, I'll be very thankful, and I enjoy a lot of your trainings. I started seeing you on YouTube, and I enjoy very much learning from your trainings.
Well, very good. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. I have spent the last year trying to figure out how to explain this to people in layman's terms, and I've been to all of the Bitcoin and Ethereum meetings, and I'm pretty educated about this stuff, and I walk out understanding about 30% of what they said because they speak in all kinds of acronyms and abbreviations and computer language, and I walk out and I'm like, no wonder nobody gets this stuff. You all are clueless when it comes to marketing it. And so my goal has been to really educate people on bankless banking and ultimately, how to become an investment banker of cryptocurrency. So have you by chance downloaded the mobile app for blockchain?
Not yet.
Okay. When you get a chance, I'd love to be able to send you some Bitcoin so you can do transactions with people. But if you'll go to that tutorial, setupcoinwallet.com, or just go to your mobile phone and download the blockchain app from Luxembourg. It's out of Luxembourg is where it's located out of, and it's a free app. And when you do that, I'll be able to send you some money, and we can send some money to Tanzania.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'm going to do that tomorrow.
He could do one of those great laughs. Who's the guy that does the great laugh? That's the actor. Hey, can you do that? There we go. He's got it, man. Thanks. Beautiful having you online, Deo. Thanks for sharing your story, and congratulations on your success and anything we can do to help you. We know this is about helping the other 2 billion people around the world get into the banking industry so they can actually lift up their lifestyles. And I'm sure you see it there where you live and the need for it. Maybe in the United States, we don't see it as much. But if people knew that there were 2 to 3 billion people around the world that didn't have access to a basic bank account, they would realize what an incredible opportunity this is. And I know that's why cryptocurrency has taken off so well in Africa. So great having you online. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Very good. So let's see. I'll jump over to, I know we got JP out in Santa Barbara. What's going on, JP? Got you unmuted, my friend.
Thank you. It's a magical day at Santa Barbara.
Always.
I just attended a call with a whole group of people that are helping each other with tools, techniques, ideas. And someone mentioned that our new portion of our back office at the exchange area has done a calculation for each and every one of us as to the beauty of the gift that we're all going to be, the early miners, the gift that we're going to be receiving on the 1st of October. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about sharing cryptocurrency with the school system. Our school system at Santa Barbara, 4th grade through 6th grade, under House Resolution 835, it's mandatory for the 4th grade school teachers to start teaching cyber currency at Santa Barbara County.
That's cool.
So what I did was I stopped off to all the school teachers that were preparing their classrooms in 4th grade level, and I asked, what course material is it that you're using to teach digital currency to students 4th grade? And they said, we haven't been given our course material yet. I said, fantastic. Here, fill this little form out, and I'll get you some really good course material that you can study before you have to teach the class. So we sponsor about 16 school teachers in a couple of days that have to teach cyber currency, but they don't know anything about it.
Wow.
So
That's pretty much par for the course for the Department of Education. So that's not in the United States. It's a great idea, but at the end of the day, you got to follow through on that great education. And that's one thing that OneCoin does. They are one of the few companies that have a comprehensive academy on cryptocurrency. And if you go to OneCoin, oneacademy.eu, you'll see this fantastic site and the professors and the highly talented and educated people that have put together our program. JP, you're doing an amazing amount of business. I know you've done over $1 million worth of educational packages. You've got a real passion for going out there, and I've met your team. We had a great meeting at the Sertage Hotel in Beverly Hills and met a lot of your great leaders and everybody. What would you say the secret to your success has been in this business as far as sharing this company?
Just mostly learning how to ask questions. I've designed a little simple format of 5 questions that I ask my team to learn, to memorize. If they can't memorize it, we print it on a little piece of paper. It's 8.5 by 5.5. It's got 5 questions on there.
What are they?
Well, actually, I'm going to hold it up to the screen because I've got lots of them printed. Let me grab it. The 5 questions that we ask is really simple. I'm going to show you what the size looks like first. Everybody can see it. I'm going to take it out of the binder. It's a letter-sized sheet of paper that we cut in half and we print it out. And I don't know if everybody can see it or if they want to take a picture of it. Oh, it shows up backwards.
No, that's good. We see it straight up.
Okay, you see it straight up.
Wouldn't it be nice to have it auto-replenishing? What's that say? Go ahead and read them off to us real quick. And read them off to us.
Okay, wouldn't it be nice to have an auto-replenishing debit card?
Hell yes, I'll answer that one. Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay.
My wife really likes that idea.
Would you be willing to take an educational course in cyber currency?
Yeah.
Can you wait for an answer? Should universities pay people to refer others to courses about cyber currency?
Okay.
Isn't it wonderful to earn referral fees while studying cryptocurrency?
Got it.
Don't you think that earning fees for referring others might add enthusiasm to any course of study? And those are the questions that we have. When I hand somebody one of these things, they're reading the questions. And what I've discovered over the years, that if you make a statement, people can either accept it or reject it. If you ask a question, you got to get somebody to think. And most of the time, the news media does all our thinking for us. So I ask questions, and people think about the question. While they're thinking, their mind is already working towards a solution. Now, the way I like to ask questions is I can only get a yes answer. So
that's a great way of doing it. I mean,
so this is the simplistic method.
You're trained from IBM. I know that you went through all of IBM's sales training courses, so I know that you've got some expert training there, but you've been transferring that knowledge over to your team. What are the first steps after they fill out the form? You take that information and you set up their free e-wallet, their OneCoin e-wallet. Is that what you do next?
Yes, we set up their e-wallet, and then we start feeding them information, and it's 2 bits of information per week. Watch this video and read this documentary. And usually what I like to send out is the Casey report that Douglas Casey put out several weeks ago. I like to send out House Resolution 835, which is mandatory for all schools across America to start teaching digital currency. And the other thing that I like to send out is sometimes the Donald Tapscott video, the 16-minute one, that's posted all over Facebook right now.
Yeah, man, that video is awesome. If somebody would post that, please, in the chat, I'd appreciate that. Donald Tapscott, in my 5 years of trying to explain the blockchain, he does a better job.
He sure does.
Anybody I've ever seen. I've watched it 3 times now, and I'm going to memorize that video because it's so crystal. Well, that's awesome, man. Congratulations on your success. And I want to let everybody know what's going on out in California, just to give you a heads up. Maybe you want to do this for your area. But we're going to be working with a great lady, Lynn Rose and Digna and JP out there, and we're setting up 100 businesses in Beverly Hills that are going to be taking Bitcoin. Now you say, why not OneCoin? Well, OneCoin's only 18 months old, so we're still mining the currency. We're bringing it into existence. From a timeline standpoint, it's not ready to be the fourth component of digital currency, which is usability. We're not there yet. We will be at the end of the year when they release the new mobile app, and then we're going to go revisit all of those businesses that are taking Bitcoin, and we're going to say, hey, you ought to be taking OneCoin as well, because there's probably, I'd say by the end of the year, we'll have probably 4 or 5 million people on board. Can you imagine a company that's gone from 0 to 5 million people in 2 years? Fastest company in the history of the world to do $1 billion in revenue. And I always tell people, I say, Groupon did it in 27 months. We did it in 1 year. And by the way, Groupon was not revenue, that was market capitalization. And there's a big difference between market capitalization and revenue. Revenue is like real money in the bank. And to look at where we are right now, to be on track to do almost $5 billion in revenue in our second year, what an incredible company. We're growing by 150,000 people per month. We're growing bigger than Bitcoin every 60 days. And, we have lots of critics out there. By the way, when you research us, you're going to find negative media, and you're going to find really nobodies that have no credibility saying nasty things about us. And I tell people that the great thing about what we're doing is we've created $6.5 billion in wealth for our members. And I tell people, I say, you can throw as many sticks and stones at me as you want to, but bottom line is we're making people wealthy, and we're giving people an alternative to the banking industry. And I got to tell you what, the sky is the limit with this company. I think we're going to be one of the first companies in the history of the world to reach $1 trillion market capitalization. I think we're going to do it faster than Facebook, Amazon, Walmart. I think we're going to do it faster than everybody, because we're dealing in the money industry, folks, which is a $60 trillion a year business globally. So we're in a little bit bigger pond. I mean, I know I've got friends that are out there, and they're out there talking about skin creams and patches and water filters and all that. And I'm like, yeah, that's about a $100 billion industry. Yeah, that's about a $200 billion industry. We're in a $60 trillion industry. So the ocean's a little bit bigger here, and the opportunity is a little bit bigger here. We're affecting what you spend your money on. And I heard JP make a good point, is how would you like to have an auto replenishing debit card? I bought Bitcoin back in February of 2015 at $215 per coin. Today it's sitting around $600. So my bank account, how many of y'all would have liked your bank account to triple in the last year and a half? Raise your hand. Okay. I got OneCoin 15, 16 months ago at 43 cents a coin. Today it's at $7. How would you all have liked to have 25,000 turn into $750,000 in value in 18 months? Okay. And folks, there's going to be a lot more opportunities like this. This is just the beginning. This is the first 3 companies out of the gate. OneCoin, Ethereum. There's a guy that put $5,000 in Ethereum, and then 9 months later, he had $5 million. You want to people say don't use the word get rich quick, but last time I checked, that was getting rich quick. And people who put $1,000 in Bitcoin ended up with 12 million at its peak in less than 4 years, and right now they're sitting on about 6 million. So you can sit back and tell me you've got the greatest opportunity in the world, and I can tell you that this one's bigger and better, and you'll create more wealth in the next 5 years in this business than you probably created in your entire lifetime. And we're already seeing people do that, and that makes it very, very exciting for us to be able to say that everybody is winning. So I want to jump down to Marjorie. I know we had Marjorie on, and Marjorie just got involved, so she's a newbie. And I want to say hi to you. How are you doing, Marjorie? I got you unmuted, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm fine. I was lucky to have a great team that helped me, because I only learned about this literally like last Wednesday, which is still shocking to me because it's like been a blur. But I got my wire transfer done this Monday, so not as fast as I wanted, because the banks don't do transfers on the weekends, guys, and they don't do transfers after 4 o'clock on the weekdays. So I was really held up by that, but I was very well instructed by my team, Dr. Dennis and Linda Anderson and Nicole, to buy the proper packages so I get more splits to get the auto mining in. And all my coins are in mining, so I'm very excited. I'm just waiting for October 1st to come around, and I hope there's another split before that. So I'm learning. I'm the one with the background in academic finance and business from 2 very good schools and the corporate experience. But honestly, this is the most exciting thing I've done in a long time. And now I realize I'm really glad I have all those backgrounds, but it's still a whole new thing for me, learning. And I think the other thing I caught is, hey, I'm going to be trained to be a trader. I'm going to learn how to jump into other new digital currencies coming, and I'll know how to be active in it right away. So that's kind of exciting as far as the educational part.
Okay.
I didn't understand that at first. I mean, this is a great way to get wealthy, but the educational part is going to help me become even more wealthy with other digital currencies coming online.
Awesome. And so looking at the dynamics of cryptocurrency, have you watched the Donald Tapscott video yet?
No, I haven't had not had the opportunity. But I heard it's only 23 minutes, so it's not very long. I'm very excited to learn more about that.
Yeah, I would definitely, with your background coming from Wharton, this guy is, I know he's been a professor and taught classes at Wharton, and he's quite an individual, but he's considered the 4th most authority in innovation in the world. And he wrote the first best-selling book on the internet called The Digital Economy. And since then, he's written 15 other bestsellers. But his new book, The Blockchain Revolution, it really should be mandatory reading for anybody that wants to develop this business or have an education. So I would encourage you to put that at the top of your list of education that you jump into. And I know it's posted over there in chat. So
thank you.
And great having you. So you got your rookie account. You set up your wallet. You went to the bank. You wired the money. Within about a day or 2, they credited the money to your account. You were able to purchase your educational and mining program, and within, I guess, a couple days, I guess you jumped in and you've gotten going. So very difficult?
No, not at all.
Probably the hardest part was the international bank wire, right?
Yeah, because I had to wait for the weekend and I was frustrated. They were holding all my money up. Basically, I got the wire in Monday around, well, not as early as I could have, but Monday around 12. And then Linda helped me get my codes in, and that happened so fast. The website is great. The back office is smooth. I mean, it was really awesome. So it was just a matter of, trying to get it done as soon as possible. And but I've been very pleased. And I think the thing that's really been surprising to me, Tom, because even though I have that background, I have not been paying much attention to finance and things like that. I think the key thing people have to realize is this whole digital currency and the blockchain, it's all happening right now. It's it's been happening. And so, there's no question it's done. So it's a reality for our lives, and all the things that I've been exposed to in the last week, it's just made it very, very clear that, this is our world now. There's no going back. We're only going forward, and we're going fast. And if you're part of OneCoin, then you're golden. I feel you've done the smartest thing you can do. So I'm very excited for myself, and I'm happy to be with my small team. That's the other thing. The team is small, and I'm getting a lot of hand holding, and it's been great. So I thank you for your Zooms too, Tom.
My pleasure. Yes, as we said, we're here 6 times a week. And thanks for sharing your story with us. It's great, Marjorie, and really that is the process that everybody goes through. And I know that people, when they first come into this, they have a little bit of fear, and then they get some hand holding, and they start finding it out it's real, and they come to a Zoom cast, and they find out that it's actually working, and so they start thinking, they start having some hope or some belief in this, and then of course, once you've actually made some money, maybe you've sold some coins or bought some coins, then the next thing you kind of go through is that knowing stage, and all of a sudden you're like, I know this works. I've actually done it. Yeah. And then you hit that conviction phase, which is where you're all of a sudden traveling around the world, and you're helping others, do digital currency. And that's something that's very, very exciting. And so my computer's really slowed up here, but I wanted to pull up Joby Bowie. Speaking of people that are at a conviction stage, I wanted to bring up Joby. I don't know if you can hear me, but let me see if I can pull up Joby real quick.
I'm here.
You're there. Joby, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good. Yourself?
I'm awesome, man. I'm going to try and spotlight your video here in a minute, but speaking from a person that is in the conviction stage of going around, I know you've helped a lot of people create wealth. You're traveling around the world, and you got one heck of a story. And if you could just let everybody know your story, I think it would be inspiring for all of us to know what you've been through, and to see that board back there. Man, I see some great stuff back there, man. I love it. Hey, did you get your jar of pennies out there? You got your jar of pennies set up yet?
No, I've been out all day. I'm literally just about to. I'm doing it 100%. But if you look around my house as well, I've got Post-it notes on every single point that I go to the house now. So get to diamond, get to diamond, get to diamond, literally around my house.
Way to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Who's that? I heard you're all there. You go. But
this one here says get an ultimate combo package.
Awesome, dude. So tell me a little bit about the what has been the key to your success. I see all this great stuff here. I know you're focused on positivity. We've all endured that media storm, that negative media storm of people hating on us because we're creating wealth for people, and we're actually producing a world-class product. Go figure. But they say if you don't have haters, it means you're not doing anything right. So we got to like that. We got lots of them, so that must mean we're doing a lot right. But tell me a little bit about what's been the key to your success. Let people know about your background and your story too. I mean, you had a near-death experience that we're just happy that you're here today. And there's a lot of people that have created wealth because God has touched your life and brought you back to Superman status. And we just love having you here.
Well, thank you so much. For those of you who don't know me, it might be the first time you've listened to me. I was actually...
Your volume's a little bit low. Where's your mic?
Mic's there. It should be on. Can you hear? Is that better?
That's better. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, no problem. Do apologise. So my story, I started off, I was a builder. I worked on a building site about 9 years ago, and someone dropped a scaffold fitting on my head from 70 foot. I was 1 millimetre from death. I thought it was all over, and luckily enough I survived. But that led me, I was 18 months of being homebound. I had no way of earning money. So that led me getting into network marketing and working from home, doing affiliate work. One thing led to another. I started building teams around the world, got pretty good at it, because I take every day now as a gift, and as I'm still here. But that led me down the path of actually finding cryptocurrency about 3 years ago. So I got involved with that, and I was like, oh, this is good, this is exciting. And I was doing marketing anyway as well. And then when this come along, I was like, well, I can actually market cryptocurrency. I'm really enjoying cryptocurrency, but I'm in the marketing. So it was just a match made in heaven for me. And since then, it's changed my life. I was actually one of the first people to ever join in the UK. I think there's 10 people or something really crazy here in the UK. So we was very, very early on. We've now built a team of about 1,500 people, which is growing very, very nice. So I've now been to 15 countries, travelled all over the world, and next week I go to Canada. I come back, and then we go to Thailand for the big event to see the blockchain being switched on. So for the guys who don't actually know that, I know there's just been an announcement that the calculator is going to show you what you're going to get, but Dr. Rouge is actually switching on the blockchain in Thailand. So it's not pre-mined, that is when it starts. So just if your coins are not there bang on 1st of October, because they'll be in mine, but it'll only take you about 5 days and you should have your coins. But it's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and this business is simply, it's incredible. The way this is, what this company is doing, everything Dr. Rouge has said she's going to do, she has done, and she's surpassed it. So she is literally, she's my hero. I love her. And what she's creating is just simply something incredible. This is simply a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So grab this with both hands, guys. I've literally just posted a brand new video in the chat as well with Ed Ludbrook, who teaches you how to go to Diamond. It is one of the best trainings I've watched. It is a couple of hours long, but make sure you get that, you and your teams on it, to watch how to follow Ed's system of how we get to go to Diamond. It's really important. And we build our foundation, and we build the team, and we build from help our people in a lower position, and start getting ranked, start building business, start earning money at the main point. And like I say, I just get blown away. I get goosebumps every time I talk about it.
Very cool, dude. Well, I know you're excited. And how's the wealth worked out for you, Joby? I know people are like, yeah, it sounds great, but does this thing make any money?
Well, I've just come back from a meeting, and I might be able to show you my figures. Here's my book. I've actually I've got 84,000 coins. It's in the car. I've got 84,000 coins.
So that's only like $500,000. Show me the real money.
We've done so on the 1st of October. That actually it's going to. I think it goes to about 171.7 million or something, 170,000 coins just under. So, and that's about what I'm going to add within this month as well. So. So from 1st of October, with the new system coming in, there will be a coin millionaire. Trying to catch you up, Tom. I've got a long way to go, but
that's awesome, man. I know you're out there cranking, and I don't know if you've ever heard the Beverly Hillbillies song, but you might want to go to YouTube and pull that out, because next thing you know, Joby's a millionaire. So digital gold, that is. But great having you online. Thanks, Joby. We always love hearing your story. And I'd like to jump over to Germany and say hi to Leonie real quick, because I haven't seen Leona in a little while and haven't talked with her. But how are you doing? Oh, I unmuted. I'll let you do it. There you go.
I'm fine. Thanks a lot. I've been on holiday. That's why I was absent.
So tell me, I know I'm reading some pretty exciting stuff out of Germany and what's going on, and cryptocurrency seems to be, taking off there as well, and people are excited about it. I don't know if you have the same scenario in the United States, where people don't relate. They see it more as an investment, I guess, in the United States, because we have so many payment options here. I don't know if you have the same thing in Germany. I would imagine you do, but it seems that Germany is the German mentality is understanding the blockchain and why it's so significant, because I know that you all have a high trust society, and having the blockchain create kind of this protocol of trust where all transactions are verified and transparent. I think the United States needs that probably more than Germany does, I suspect, but it's exciting to see what's going on in the world. So tell everybody a little bit about your cryptocurrency story and what's the state of cryptocurrency in Germany with you.
Well, I actually got in contact with Tom DiMattia. He messaged me on Facebook because I was always liking his posts about cryptocurrency and blockchain. I was very interested in it, and so he messaged me about OneCoin and about the possibilities, and so I just started in purchasing a package, a trader, and from there just educating myself about it on the website and reading a lot about it. In Germany specifically, there's a lot of interest about blockchain and cryptocurrency. There are a lot of meetup groups here in Berlin. That's where I am, but not specifically any one currency. I mean, Bitcoin is very known, but not OneCoin. So it takes a little bit of work informing the people about the different kinds of currencies. So I'm trying to, educate friends and family and people I get to know about OneCoin. And it takes a little bit of time, but well, I got hopes, and I just keep hanging in there.
Good. Awesome. Have you watched the Donald Tapscott video on blockchain yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very inspiring, and looks like
kind of gives you the feeling you're at the right place at the right time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, we love having you on here, and thanks for plugging in from Germany. As folks, you can see we've got people from all over the world, from Africa, South Africa, UK, Germany. It's pretty cool. I see also one of our other UK people on there I hadn't met face to face, and he's smiling. He knows who I'm talking about, Gary. But Leona, thanks for sharing your story. Mining, you're in mining right now. Your package is in mining, and you're moving forward and everything.
Yeah,
You've been through a split, and all that worked right, correct?
Yes, everything worked perfectly.
Awesome.
Waiting for October.
I hear you. No, that'll be a great payday for all of us. We're all eager for that to get here, and it'll be here before you know it. And I think it's important that all of you very quickly get people plugged in and get their mining packages in, because we've got an exciting time. So I just saw Gary, and then there he disappeared. Gary, can you talk, or are you busy right now?
I can certainly talk.
Awesome. Well, it's great having you online with us. I know we've traded marketing ideas. We've never met, but I know that you're in the digital currency business, and I'd love for you to share your digital currency story. I've seen some of your great presentations. I don't want to say I always listen to Christopher Robbins, and I love your voice because it's as smooth and soothing as Christopher Robbins from Winnie the Pooh. But when I listen to your stories, I just feel like I'm engaged throughout it in your presentation. So I want to congratulate you on doing an awesome job on your presentation. So great having you online with us.
Thank you. Yeah, I've just checked my video. Apparently it says that the host has turned off my video. Maybe
I probably did that by accident. So it has nothing to do with your looks, because you're a handsome guy. So yeah. There you are. You're back.
I've got my glasses on as well, you see, so that I can see the computer. Hi, good evening, everyone. Yes, it's been a bit of a while, Tom, since we last spoke. Things have been pretty hectic for me over here, because I do live in Germany as well, and I understand everything the lady's just been saying, Leona. But I live in the south of Germany. I live in Bavaria, so it's a little bit different down here with regards to network marketing. But one of the tools that I use locally with people, because people always say to me, how's business, what you're doing? All I do is just say, well, look, here's a video, have a look. If you want to know more, then get back to me. And if they get back to me, then I've got a particular website which has got tons and tons and tons of information on it as well. And then I give them that. I'm in the darts team. I don't know if you can see my dartboard that's hanging up there. But there's a guy that actually owns one of the clubs where I play, And he found out that I was doing OneCoin, so he asked me if he could have a look and find out what it's about. So all I did was I just sent him the Future of Payments video. I then sent him to the German website with the system that I've got set up. He then joined. He took a pro trader to start with. He then joined forces with someone else and took a tycoon. But then he also set up another position for himself. He started off with the starter pack, and then a week later he upgraded it to the Tycoon Plus. So it's really just a matter of not complicating or making anything too confusing for people. One of the big problems I've always found out with marketing is that when people first get involved, excuse me, generally they're so excited, and it's ignorance on fire to a certain extent. But when you're too excited and you try to explain to people that you know how excited you are, what it's all about, as soon as you start talking about cryptocurrency, once you start talking about OneCoin or Bitcoin or Litecoin or altcoin or whatever, it completely confuses people. So the easiest thing that I've found is just to let videos do the talking, because generally the videos can explain an awful lot more in clarity than what you can. And sometimes to sit there and talk for 15, 20, 30 minutes with someone, and at the end of it, you know, they're completely confused. And if you confuse people, it causes doubt. And when someone has doubt, then they're not going to get involved and they become skeptical. So that's my advice, is just keep it as simple by showing them a video. If they're interested, ask them to get back to you. If they're not interested, then it's okay. You can move on to the next one.
Well, this is one thing, Gary, and I know this is one of your first Zoomcasts with us, but one thing that we do with people, I have everybody set up a blockchain app on their phone, and I always say it's better experience than it is explained. So who's got their QR code up, wants some free money right now? I want to do a bankless transaction. So what I do, Gary, is I have them download the blockchain.info app, which is free on the App Store. And if anybody's holding up their phone or their QR code, I'm going to scan the first phone that I see. I got Steve Shannon. He wins the day right there. So Steve, let me bring up your video. Watch this, Gary. This is one thing that we do that really helps people experience what we call a bankless transaction. And so I've got that scan, Steve. I got it. Would you turn up the volume on your phone, Steve? So what I did is I just scanned his account number, folks. That is his account number. And let's say that I owe you $100, Steve. In fact, I had a guy that my wallet was in my luggage, and he had bought dinner the night before, and I wanted to buy it. And he goes, "I'll just buy it. Why don't you just send me a PayPal or send me some money?" And so I sent him a Bitcoin because he had his Bitcoin wallet, but I actually sent him the money via Bitcoin from my phone, and he paid for lunch there on the spot. So it was kind of cool. But real quick, Steve, who do you have sitting there with you?
Yeah.
Steve, who do you have?
Yeah. This is Catherine. She is just started her cryptocurrency experience yesterday.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Catherine. Welcome. And this is your first Zoomcast? Is the first Zoomcast seeing us?
Yes.
Very good. Well, she got to be a movie star this time with us. It's great to have you online with us. So what I'm going to do right here, Steve, is I'm hitting continue, and I'm going to go ahead and hit send. And Gary, what we do is I send $1. I'll pretend it's $100, and I hit send just now.
There it is.
Okay.
I got it.
Your phone beat before mine did, so that went by the speed of sound, I think, right there. And so I've sent him $1. And then what we like to do, Gary, is I'm going to have him spend that on United Way's website. So I sent you $1.10. There you go. And let me go to screen share real quick and pull up United Way. I know we're running a little bit over on time here, so I want to get this done in quick order, and we're going to wrap it up. But we go to United Way, which is a very large charity that works all around the world. And a lot of people are like, yeah, digital currency is a scam. And I go, well, really? And I addressed this with a new recruit that I had the other day. She's out in Beverly Hills, and she says, so if I come up against some opposition and people think cryptocurrency is a scam, my first question to people is I go, do you know who Mark Andreessen is? And most people say no. And I say, do you use an internet browser? Do you use the internet? And people say, of course, say yes. And I say, he invented the web browser that you actually watch the internet through, and everything you do on the internet is because of Marc Andreessen. And he funded Uber, Facebook, Twitter, Google. I mean, the guy has funded just about every top technology company in the world. He happens to be the most prolific technology investor in the world. And did you know he's the largest investor in digital currency? And I shut up and I look at their face and they go, oh crap, I've just met my match. I just threw out some BS and I got caught. And so I think it's important. I said, oh, by the way, do you know Richard Branson, the billionaire Richard Branson? He holds a Bitcoin conference on his Necker Island once a year, and some of the biggest financial luminaries go to that event to learn about it. And now I talk about Tim Draper and Michael. And I go, oh, so by the way, do you know Peter Thiel, the guy that founded PayPal? Oh, he's in this as well. And so I'm trying to wonder where you came up with that whole scam idea that you threw out. And I tell people, you know, in this business, you can't go out there with a squirt gun, folks. You've got to go out there wielding a shield and a sword, and a highly tempered sword, which means you need to have education. But when you understand the most prolific technology investor in the world is investing in this, and your Uncle Bob tells you it's a scam, you can tell Uncle Bob he's absolutely wrong, and really he should zip up his mouth until he has some education, because he sounds extremely ignorant because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And, you know, I love it when I come across people, like I'll meet people when I'm sitting at a bar and they go, oh, cryptocurrency, that was that Silk Road. Yeah, they were funding terrorism and murder for hire and drugs and all that. And I go, really? I said, I think we do that with the US dollar too, don't we? You know, I said, so it was one website that created some bad media for Bitcoin, and that is people's perception of digital currency. We have to go out and break that perception, and the people who break it will be the ones who profit from it, because we are the ones that are making tons of money, and people that are going around with misconceptions are hanging on to a dollar bill that is quickly becoming worthless. In fact, since I've been working, the dollar bill has lost 30% of its value, and that's pretty incredible. Am I on screen share, Steve?
No, you're not.
I'm not. Okay. Glad I wasn't picking my nose or anything while I was talking there. I would have been in trouble, but now I'm on, there we go. I would never do that. But anyway, it's, you know, when I tell people about digital currency, we like having fun, by the way. You know, I'm a big believer if you're going to work from home, and, you know, you ought to dress comfortably and definitely enjoy life, because I'm more into lifestyle design than I am digital currency. Digital currency is just the vehicle that funds my lifestyle and gives me the ability. I mean, I've been to Las Vegas. I mean, I've been to like 9 cities in the last 90 days. And, you know, I've been in the UK. I'm heading to Bangkok. I'm spending more on travel in the next 90 days than most people make in a year. And it's something that I'm able to afford to do, because I like going to great places, meeting with people, and teaching people on digital currency. So let's do this. Gary, we take people to unitedway.org and we go to donate. And then lo and behold, here's this. And so when you have a highly skeptical person, and I did this with a top fund manager from one of the 3 largest hedge funds, he was really talking negative about Bitcoin and how it's not usable. And I said, really? I said, let me show you something. And I pulled up this example, what I'm doing. I had him download the app. I gave him some money on the spot. Then I took him to the United Way website. And let me change that to $1 so you don't give away all your money, Steve. And I changed that to $1. You can go ahead and scan that. You know how to do that? Got it. So tell us once you've hit send.
Send. Transaction complete.
Voila, look at that. So Steve, you just did a bankless transaction. I sent you money from Georgia. You went to a commercial website called the United Way, and you just sent them money without using a bank, and they accepted it, and they're going to go use that money to help people around the world. So that's a commercial transaction that you just did using digital currency, and you did it without using government issued currency. That's pretty liberating, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Awesome, folks. I know we're running over, folks. You can go to setupcoinwallet.com if you want to learn how to do that. Set up Coin Wallet, something that will really help you. But Steve, thanks for being online. Thanks for accepting that money. Now, Steve, now that I've shown you how to do a bankless transaction, one thing I'd like to do is talk to you now about how you could get currency at a discount. Would you like to learn how to do that?
Of course.
Of course. Well, you can go to aboutonelife.com and you can learn all about it. And that's a generic presentation, folks, for anybody to use. It's my 3-step presentation system. And it will, like Gary said, I don't like doing formal presentations. So if they are willing to sit down and watch a 20-minute presentation and they want to get back to me, well, then they're interested. So I use videos to do all the hard lifting work. And I like doing the little transaction with people, Gary, because it makes it real for them on the spot. And they go, wow, that was quick. It was cheap. It worked. And very cool. But great having everybody online today. This is what you need to do. Okay. We do this event 6 times a week. And we do it Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's New York time. Okay. We do it Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, New York time. And Sunday night is our women's night, which is one of the greatest events. I have been asked by the women if I would do a 1 o'clock one. And so I'm going to throw out there that maybe moving forward, Thursday at 1 o'clock will also be a women's day as well. Because there's a lot of women at lunch or homemakers in the United States that want to be able to jump on. And the European group and South African group and Dubai group have also asked me that they would like to be able to take advantage of a 1 o'clock. So starting next Thursday or next week, Thursday at 1 p.m. and Sunday at 10 p.m. is going to feature only women's stories about digital currency, because they are one of the fastest growing groups in digital currency. And I'm excited about that because they understand the finances. And I know there's a lot of single women out there and single moms that need an incredible opportunity. And I know this is something that they can make money with because it's very easy. So these presentations, we don't do hotel meetings. We don't, some people do face-to-face meetings, but I have found that with this system, I can get in front of more people around the world, build a global team. I can share it with more people. And really all I have to do is invite people to this system. Okay. And then if they're interested, I have them go to About One Life, and that's their hotel meeting, if you will. They can sit down and watch a formal presentation. But our goal today was to let you know it was working. You heard from real people, a full-time RVer. You met from a construction guy. You met from somebody who went to Wharton. We got a really good cross. You met somebody from Germany. You met 2 people from Germany. What an exciting time to be able to connect with people around the world with this awesome technology. Now, the next step for you to do is either to go to aboutonelife.com and watch that presentation, then get back with the person who invited you, get your free coin wallet set up. I would urge you not to wait because things are moving very quickly. And I've heard a lot of people say, I wished I wouldn't have waited because I missed out on the split, or I missed out on the price increase, or I missed out on the doubling. You don't want to miss out. So get in with what you feel comfortable with. You can always upgrade from there. If you want to add more and upgrade your account, you can do that. And get to understand mining, because that's the next big education for you. And it's actually real simple. You're getting currency at a discount, and we all like that. So great having everybody online tonight. We'll be back at 10 p.m. tonight, and looking forward to an awesome meeting. We had a huge group Tuesday night, and every week as this system grows, and we have hundreds of people on it from all over the world, everybody will be able to share their stories, and people will see that it's working, not only in the United States, not only in England, but in I'll never be able to say it, Tanzania, and all over the world. So great having everybody online. Get back with the person who invited you. Remember, get educated, get experience, get engaged, and if you want to, we've got a great system where you can get wealthy. Have a great day, everyone.
Tom, can I just say,
thank you, Tom. You're awesome. Hey, what happened to my name by owner, Andy Zaharan?
Thank you, Tom.
I don't know.
Thank you very much,
You're in
Tom.
charge of that. I'm not in charge of that.
Hey, have a good one.
You too. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tonight. Go invite some guests tonight and get them online. And tonight, maybe you can make some money with an educational package.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Tom.
Bye.
Thanks, Tom.